The Arts Council is the designated arts agency for Fairfax County, and we've developed this artist residency program in the middle schools in collaboration with Fairfax County Public Schools. We learned that there was a need for additional arts programming at the middle school level, and we work very closely in partnership with Fairfax County Public Schools to place the artists in the residencies in each school. And then the artists work closely with the classroom teachers throughout the residency to deliver an engaging arts experience for the students.
When I left Pennsylvania, my eyes were open wide. I'm a Delta blues artist, and I preserve 1920s and 1930s blues music through acoustic instruments. I wanted to work with middle school children because they have a more sophisticated language ability to understand the figurative language and the poetic language of the blues. My goal was to help these students understand that the concerns expressed in the art forms in the 1920s and 1930s are the same concerns we have today, and connect them with a different period of history than they may not have realized how much we have in common.
I love working with kids. They have so many ideas, and I love sharing my ideas with them and having them share their ideas with me. It's a creative process. The purpose of the project was for them to recognize how much art is in our culture by showing them the work of other artists and just asking them to look around them and see if they recognize some cultural icons that made them feel happy or made them feel comfortable. Putting those down on paper, it could actually be a way for them to share their ideas with other students visually.
This is a really creative way of teaching and learning, and engages students in ways that perhaps they might not otherwise get some of these core concepts. The goal is to work with the students on developing their 21st century standards of learning, which are the 4 C's: collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, and communication, as well as connecting with elements of the core curriculums.
What we've tried to do, Curtis and myself, is to get the kids really to concentrate on just the process and not like my product has to be a perfect product. I find that the more different things you do with middle school kids, the more apt you are to find something that they will latch onto. If you can find 1 or 2 things that they can be enthusiastic about, then you've probably done a really good job.
Yeah, it was great to have Michaela's expertise with painting, so I think they all learned a lot about painting. Some of them had more experience with painting than others, so it was great for kids to really to learn how to break down their painting into different steps. A lot of them hadn't really done that before and hadn't really worked with layering before, so it was great to have them have somebody who's an expert in their field to really show them how to do that. I think middle school is a really fun age to teach, especially with art. They have a lot of background knowledge that they've built up over the years up until now, but they're kind of just getting to that age where they can start to plan their own ideas, and they really care about what the artwork's about and what's behind it.
Well, my idea was I spend my summers at a lake in Wisconsin with my grandparents, and there's a restaurant there called Culver's, and we go there quite often, a few times this summer. We first did like shapes that were black and white, and then we added value to those, and then we added color, and then we added value to the color, and then did all the little details and stuff.
It was a first experience having a personal artist come in this class and help us, and I thought it was a wonderful idea because with the more people you see, they think differently from your teachers, and they bring new ideas along with them, like new techniques. Well, the painting talks about, because I was reading this book about this little girl abandoned in the forest, but she made it her personal home, which is really special. I really like art because it teaches you how to like express feelings with just painting and just express yourself towards that.
It's extremely important to support kids in the arts because art helps us create an environment for ourselves that makes us feel safe. And we need a safe environment to grow and learn in, and art is the perfect medium. There's so much out there that we could get lost in. And with an art appreciation, we learn to gravitate toward the things that appeal to our aesthetic sensibilities. And so we cultivate our sensibilities from a very young age. And I think middle school is probably very important for that because they're not kids anymore and they're just starting to see the world in a very different way.
Students that take arts classes, score higher on math exams, and they're just become better students. It teaches a lot of self-discipline, but really participation in the arts is a lifelong pursuit. So we hope to instill the love for the arts in these students early on, and that they'll be continuing to appreciate whether it's music, dance, theater, visual arts throughout their lifetimes. So we have 9 residencies, and the Arts Council, with the support of our sponsors, is able to place 3 artists each year. And we're already making plans for next year to bring in 3 more artists, so we will have a pool of 12 artists. We're interested in connecting with sponsors throughout the community who would be interested in sponsoring these residencies at middle schools throughout Fairfax County.